The primary component of Marine ground forces is the infantry. Infantry Marines are trained to locate, close with, and destroy the enemy by fire and maneuver, or repel the enemy's assault by fire and close combat. Riflemen serve as the primary scouts, assault troops, and close combat forces within each infantry unit. During recruit training and afterwards, every enlisted Marine learns the basics of being an infantryman. Marines that graduate from boot camp at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, South Carolina, attend further infantry training at the School of Infantry East, Camp Geiger, North Carolina. All female Marines attend boot camp at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, and attend additional infantry training at the School of Infantry East. The School of Infantry East is comprised of Marine Combat Training Battalion. All enlisted Marines that do not have an infantry primary MOS attend the Marine Combat Training course. After completing this course, the Marines then go to the military occupational specialty schools, where they will learn the skills needed to perform their duties in the Marine Air Ground Task Force. Infantry Training Battalion. Infantry Training Battalion trains Marines in entry-level infantry military occupational specialties required to support the Marine Air Ground Task Force with Marines capable of conducting expeditionary combat operations. Marines attending Infantry Training Battalion are trained in military occupational specialties of 0311 Rifleman, 0331 Machine Gunner, 0341 Mortarman, 0351 Infantry Assault Marine, and 0352 Anti-Tank Missile Gunner. Advanced Infantry Training Battalion. Infantry Marines with a primary military occupational specialty in the 03 field are trained to fight, survive, and win in a combat situation. Advanced Infantry Training Battalion increases the skills of basic infantrymen by providing career progression, intermediate, specialized, and advanced training military occupational specialty 0317, Scout Sniper.
I am Staff Sergeant Edward Ballard.
Gunnery Sergeant Heather Sido.
Sergeant Kyle McDaniel.
Staff Sergeant William B. Frick III.
Tactics Chief.
Combat Instructor.
I'm a combat instructor.
Squad Advisor at
Marine Combat Training Battalion.
School of Infantry East.
Infantry Training Battalion.
Advanced Infantryman's Course at Advanced Infantry Training Battalion at the School of Infantry East, Camp Geiger, North Carolina.
The mission of Marine Combat Training Battalion is to train non-infantry Marines in basic infantry skills. So be it they ever find themselves in a combat situation, they know how to respond. It's a 29-day, a very vigorous 29-day training cycle that ultimately tests the Marines' physical capabilities as well as mental capacity. So in that 29-day training cycle, the combat instructors are always with the Marines. You spend different days of the week firing various weapon systems, learning how to effectively fire a weapon. You also spend time learning different tactical procedures, different tactical movements, such as your offensive fundamentals, defensive fundamentals, and things of that nature, as well as patrolling, which is what majority of non-infantry Marines will see throughout their careers in the Marine Corps.
It's through tactical decision games, things along those lines that are going to prepare them. They get put in leadership roles where they have to make the choice. The combat instructors will be there to supervise and help them, but by putting them in feet first, making them become team leaders, fire team leaders, squad leaders, they're forced to go forward, make decisions, and they'll be able to grow personally and professionally.
The mission of the Infantry Training Battalion is to take basically trained Marines that are going to be future infantry Marines and taking them out, teaching them all the basic necessary combat skills to pretty much take the fight to the enemy. We teach them everything that we possibly can in order to make our infantry a well-rounded fighting force. So the training cycle is broken up in the beginning. First 30 days are the 0300 package, where they're going through all the basic infantry skills, you know, anything as small as weapons handling, combat hunter, the small things to build on later on once we get the weapons split, and then the specific weapons MOSs. So 0311 riflemen, they go out and they train to become MOS produced and become an 0311 rifleman. 0331s, 41s, 51s, and 52s, they split apart and they go learn their jobs, their specific MOSs.
The mission of Advanced Infantry Training Battalion is to sharpen the sword for commanders in the fleet to be able to take the fight to the enemy with a more lethal warfighter. We start in the classroom and we start in academics, and then we transition and we take what they learn in the classroom and we apply it into the field. 75 to 80% of what the Marines do here in this course is in the field, and leadership is the main focus point of us here at the school, and that's what we try to achieve here in this course.
You constantly improve yourself as a combat instructor. You go back to the operating force as a combat instructor, incredibly improved. Not only you touch the lives of every private around you, but you've also improved yourself to ensure that you're going to have a more rounded Marine going back into the operating force. That self-improvement can't be matched.
Goes back to the fundamentals of the Marine Corps: teach, coach, mentor. I can't get upset at a Marine if he doesn't know, so I have to teach him, I'll coach him, and then I mentor him. Normally we'll do a lot of platform instruction in the beginning, and then we'll go out as the 0913 combat instructors. We'll reiterate everything that the platform instructors do, and then from there, through rehearsals, all those things, we go out and we do live fire ranges.
We take relevant TTPs and lessons learned from prior engagements or prior theaters, and we apply friction, we apply condensed time schedules for them, we over-task saturate them, induce friction upon them so they can lead in an environment that is not comfortable.
The Infantry Marines' importance to the Marine Corps mission. Well, the Infantry Marine is, for most parts, the Marine Corps mission. At the end of the day, the 0311 Infantry Rifleman is supported by every single other MOS in the Marine Corps. Whether it's a cook, whether it's an F-18 pilot, or it's an 0341 mortarman, 0331 machine gunner, they all support the ground maneuver element, which is the 0311. So what I learned at the School of Infantry East was that the country can call you at any time. All of the basic skills that I learned here, I was in country less than 90 days after I graduated when I got out to my fleet unit. Within 90 days, I was kicking my first patrol. So I try to reiterate to the students every day that you never know when your number's gonna get called, and you better be ready.